What's up, guys? I'm Johnny Fandom, and I'm here to talk to you about another great fandom theory today about Harry Potter. I'm going to give you some awesome information about Harry Potter itself that will dive into this theory that the three brothers have connection with the three unforgivable curses. If you love fandom theories such as Disney, Star Wars, Harry Potter, One Piece, whatever it may be, then you've come to the right channel, because that's all I do. So let's get right into today's video about Harry Potter and the three brothers, as well as the three forgivable curses. So we know that the three brothers, the three Peverals, Antioch, Cadmus, and Ignatus, are the three brothers from the story, the tale of the three brothers in Beetle and the Bard's, stories. The story of the three brothers goes such: the three brothers, find a bridge, and they meet death, and they try to, they create the bridge using magic, and Death is like, hey, you can't do that. So I'm going to, reward you for basically cheating Death. So you escape me once, but that won't happen again, essentially. So the first brother asks for the most powerful wand. Death gives him the wand. The second brother asks for a stone of resurrection so he can bring back the dead. So basically he, telling Death, I'm going to defy you again because I'm going to recreate the dead. But Death has a little twist on that one, but we'll get to that. The third brother asks for a visibility cloak so he can hide from Death and leave that place. Obviously, the tale of the wand goes through history. He's killed, his wand is taken and passed down. The second brother with the resurrection stone tries to bring back his dead wife, and she doesn't really come back. She comes back as spirit, and we actually see how they come back in Deathly Hallows when Harry turns the Resurrection Stone and sees his parents, sees Sirius, and they all kind of follow him to his death. They're not really ghosts, they're not really spirits, they're just like embodiment that only you can see. So it's like you can interact with them and talk with them, but that's about it. So the second brother basically sees his wife in the same concept, but can't live with the fact that she's not really back. He takes his own life. And then the third brother, he dies of natural causes and passes the cloak down through generations until it ends up in Harry's hands, because Harry is a descendant of Ignatus Peveril, and we know that information because of the gravestone in Godric's Hollow, and the fact that it was passed down to James and eventually to Harry. So Harry is the last descendant of, before his kids, he's the last descendant of Ignatus Peveril. And from what we know, the Peveril line has been going down for a while. The Peveril name itself had disappeared over history, but it is alive in Harry, as well as the Gaunt family. So three Peveril lines: Ignatus Peveril would have been changed into the Potter line at some point. And then we have Cadmus Peveril, which eventually changed into Gaunt. And we know that because of a detail in the story. Antioch Peveril line died with him. It's my belief that he died with him and that he has no more descendants. So the Peveril name is completely vanished from history, but his descendants still live. However, because the Cadmus's Peveril line, merged into the Gaunt family line, and the Gaunts are now dead, all of them, that eliminates that. So the only living Peveril line name is from Ignatus. With that being said, if you listen to what I just said about Cadmus Peveril being merged into the Gaunt family, Voldemort is also a Gaunt. So Voldemort is related to Harry by some means. He's like his great cousin uncle thing or something, twice removed or however you want. I'm not really sure how it actually would fall into that category, but Voldemort is a Gaunt. He's a descendant of Cadmus Peveril, so therefore he is related to Harry by some means. He's also a Slytherin, Salazar Slytherin's descendant, and we know that from the story itself. So the Slytherin line and the Gaunt line became connected because the Gaunts are descendants of Salazar Slytherin and also descendants of Peveril. So the assumption would be that the Gaunt is the male line coming down, and the Peveril name got disappeared through marriages and whatever it may be. And we know that Gaunt is a descendant of Peveril because he has the Peveril ring with the resurrection stone inside of it. So that definitely clarifies that Voldemort and Harry are related. So how does this merge into the 3 unforgivable curses? Well, we are told that magic spells go in and out of style. We are told that you could create magic spells. We see Snape create quite a few magic spells in the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry uses them, Lever Corpus or Secta Semper. These are all spells that basically Snape created to attack his enemies. Of course, James Potter learned about Lever Corpus and used it against him, but you can create spells. So if you want to sit there and try to create a spell to say, let's see, I want to create a spell that dances, I want to see a hologram of Stitch dancing right there in front of me. You could say, you could create the spell. I'm not exactly sure what goes into creating a spell, but I'm sure it's detailed. I'm sure Hermione could figure it out because she's pretty smart. You could be like, animate Stitches. And then you have an animated Stitch dancing in front of you. So you can create spells. So we know that spells are created. What if the 3 unforgivable curses were created by the Peveril brothers? And we actually do have some kind of proof that that would be the case. And the connection between the 3 brothers, the 3 items, and the 3 unforgivable curses. It just makes sense. And we'll get right into that after. I gotta wake up a little bit. Are you wondering how I'm waking up? I'm waking up with the best energy drink in the business. They've won Clash of Clans, which is the battleground for all energy drinks throughout the world. They win numerous times, beating out Redbull, Monster, Reign, and all those high-end companies. You don't want those. You don't want to drink Monster. You don't want to drink Redbull. You don't want to drink any of that stuff. Too much sugar, too much other crap in there. Yes, you have the sugar-free version, but you look at everything else, it's bad for you. This stuff, it's got 0 sugars automatically. 0 dyes. It is clear. So there's no like red 5 or whatever that crap is in there. It is literally just full of amino acids and great caffeine. Caffeine that hits you right away to boost your spirits right off the bat with the very first sip. Then you have caffeine that reacts slowly to keep you alert and focused for the rest of the day. If you want to try this flavor is called Galaxy Burst. It is phenomenal. Go to repsports.com. That's REPP sports.com. Use coupon code Johnny Huey and save yourself 15% off. But they don't have just energy drinks. Rep Sports provides us with a numerous. They provide us with a smorgasbord of fitness and health supplements. You can get energy drinks. You can get protein shake mix, pre-workout mix. They have stuff called a hypersleep, which helps you wake up feeling refreshed. You drink before you go to bed, you wake up feeling refreshed. They even have pancake mixes, cake mixes for dessert, all packed with tons of protein and supplements that you need. So go to repsports.com. That's REPP sports.com. Use coupon code Johnny Huey and save yourself 15% off. It helps me out a lot. Link will be in the description down below. Go check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Off with Imperious Curse. The Imperious Curse allows you to basically to do mind control to whoever you're attacking. We see Harry use it phenomenally. We see Harry be able to resist it. I think that's because of what I'm going to get into about where the Imperious Curse comes from. So I'm going to come back to that. The Imperious Curse allows you to basically control the mind of the person. In theory, if you cast the Imperious Curse on someone, you could say, "You can't see me. I am invisible to you." If you're strong enough, with your will is strong enough to portray the Imperious Curse onto someone in front of you and say, "You can't see me right now," they will not be able to see you. Hence, the Imperious Curse is also with the invisibility cloak. Ignatus had the invisibility cloak. Ignatus created the Imperious Curse. And with that being said, him creating the Imperious Curse, that gives Harry the edge because it's in his bloodline to object to the Imperious Curse and fight it. And that's why Harry is able to, perform the Imperious Curse extremely well. Ignatus had the invisibility cloak. Ignatus created the Imperious Curse. And now we go to Cadmus. Cadmus had the Resurrection Stone. It doesn't really fit so much as, Ignatus, invisibility cloak, Imperious Curse, but Cadmus does start with the letter C. What unforgivable curse do we know started with the letter C? That is the Cruciatus Curse. And the reason that Cadmus created Cruciatus Curse is because of his pain and the torture that he had to go through with the death of his wife and trying to, bring her back from the dead, and just that pain and torture he suffered while seeing her in that state. It tore him apart. So the Cruciatus Curse is basically taking all that pain and anger that you have and portraying it on somebody else, and they cause them to thrive in pain and twitch on the ground, and it creates the pain. So basically the Cruciatus Curse is all the pain that you have projected into that person. As Bellatrix says to Harry, you have to mean it. You have to mean it if you're going to do that curse. You have to really feel it. No remorse, just all that pain, and just project it into your enemy. So Cadmius created the Cruciatus curse, C and C. The final curse, obviously, is the Avada Kedavra, created by Antioch Peverals. He had the most powerful wand in the world, the Wand of Destiny, the Death Stick, the Elder Wand. And he had this most powerful wand, and he created the worst spell of all, the Killing Curse. One shot, no block. Only person who'd ever be able to survive it and or block it would be Harry. I guarantee if anybody else in the world, used Expelliarmus at somebody else who was doing whatever, it would not work the same. But obviously that's because of the connection between Voldemort and Harry. But I wonder if, if you actually tried that, it might work. We won't see it work any other time. Maybe. I mean, if the spells do hit, you might be able to deflect it, in theory. But either way, Ignatius Antioch Peverals created Avada Kedavra, the Killing Curse. Because he had the most powerful wand, he wanted to be the most powerful. He wanted to just kill, and be the most powerful wizard of all. He was evil. So, Antioch created Avada Kedavra. Cadmus created Cruciatus. Ignatius created Imperius, which is probably the least evil of the two, because one kills you, one creates cause and pain, the other one just kind of mind control, which you could potentially make evil. So does that mean the three Peverals brothers are evil? Not necessarily. Like I said, I think the Imperius curse was originally intended for, to adapt with his invisibility, like to basically, like the same way Harry used it on a invisibility cloak to kind of, get away and like say, okay, you heard me, or whatever, or something, and you use Imperius curse to kind of avoid situations. Antioch definitely used the Killing Curse to kill. That was his intention, to kill people. Cadmus used the Cruciatus curse in his intention to cause pain to others, to have him feel the way that he feels. Ignatius didn't want to harm anybody. He was the good brother. He had the invisibility code because he wanted to hide and stay away and avoid those evil situations. So the Imperius curse was another way to help him along that way, so that he could pass down the code to generation and accept it. He accepted death, and that's the same way that Harry accepted death. He understood that you need to accept it, and you can't be afraid of it, such as Cadmus and Antioch were. Same way that Voldemort was afraid of death. So we definitely see the connection between Ignatius to Harry, and Cadmus to Voldemort, and Antioch to nobody because he had no kids that we know of. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment down below with your thoughts on this. Did you... Here's the thing for you. Comment down below. What would you call Voldemort to Harry? The fact that they're related. Would it be an uncle on your father's side twice removed? Or would he be a third cousin? I don't know. I don't understand family tree stuff like that. Comment down below what you think his title would be to Harry. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. I post a video 2 times a week. Don't miss a video. Ring that bell. And I will see you guys next time. Before you go, make sure you check out my merch store down below. Make sure you hit that join button, because I have perks right here on YouTube that are just for you, and it really helps me out a lot. As well as go to my Patreon page, link will be in the description down below. And again, I have stuff on there just for you. You sign up with that, you get a free shirt and a bunch of other stuff like that. And you can interact with me, talk about theories with me, and all this other good stuff on Discord and any other social medias that I got. I really want to hear from you. I want you guys to, interact with me, talk about theories, and we can move on with more theories in the future. And it helps me out a lot. It allows me to create more content for you. And there's also content on there that is just for you, that you can only see if you sign up. With that being said, make sure you check out that video right there, and check out this playlist down here, which is all my Harry Potter theory videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.